I've walked through nights that felt endless, the wind whispering every mistake I've made. Shadows follow me down dirt roads, pressing on my chest, reminding me of the times I lost my way. My heart felt heavy, my spirit warm, and I wondered if I'd ever find the place I was meant to be. But in the quiet I felt the presence, steady, sure, unwavering. The God who leads me home began to guide me through the darkness. Every step filled with grace I didn't earn, but was given freely. I've stumbled through valleys where hope seemed distant, watched friends and family falter, and felt the weight of regret more than I could bear. Nights I tried to drown my fears left me emptier than before. But even in that emptiness, a gentle pull reminded me I was not alone. A hand I could not see lifting me when I couldn't rise on my own, guiding me toward light I thought I lost forever. I've fallen more times than I can count. Pride and stubbornness kept me in the shadows. Salvation isn't loud, sometimes it's quiet, steady, leading you forward when you cannot lead yourself. The God who leads me home carries me when I'm too weak to stand, guides me when the path is unclear, and steadies me when the night feels endless. Every step I take reminds me I am not alone, that love's stronger than my fear holds me close through storms, through doubt, through nights I thought I'd never rise. I feel His guidance, I feel His presence, I feel my heart finding home again. I walked streets lined with memories of mistakes, watched dreams I held close crumble, and wondered if I could ever find my way back. Nights were long, shadows deep, and my spirit often broken. Yet even then the God who leads me home whispered in the silence, patient and steadfast, reminding me I could rise, that freedom from my chains was possible, and that hope waits for those willing to follow His light. Tears have taught me lessons pride never could. They stripped away pretense and left me bare, yet in that bare place I felt strength that's there in the quiet moments, that God works not with shouting but with steady, unwavering guidance. Ashes of my past life fall away, and I begin to see a path that leads toward redemption and peace. Even when fear screams louder than my prayers, even when darkness surrounds me, His presence remains. It steadies me, reminds me that no night lasts forever, that His love is patient, and I am never truly alone. The God who leads me home carries me when I'm too weak to stand, guides me when the path is unclear, and steadies me when the night feels endless. Every step I take reminds me I am not alone, that love's stronger than my fear holds me close through storms, through doubt, through nights I thought I'd never rise. I feel His guidance, I feel His presence, I feel my heart finding home again. I prayed in quiet rooms, questioned if my faith could survive, and begged for mercy. I felt unworthy, yet even in the silence God's hand moved, chains loosened, fear fled, and hope began to grow. The path was not sudden but steady, one step at a time, showing me that faith doesn't always demand perfection, only persistence. Life's ashes tell stories of pain, loss, and nights I feared I'd never rise. But in those ashes strength emerges. Faith is the ember that survives, glowing quietly until it grows into a light that guides the way. Each step forward is proof of resilience, of grace, and of the God who will not let me wander endlessly. Even when storms rage, Even when shadows press close, His hand remains. It steadies me when I cannot stand, lifts me when I cannot rise, whispers courage when my heart falters. I felt it in dawn's quiet and subtle victories in moments I thought I could not endure. The path home is not always clear, but He walks beside me, guiding, steadying, and carrying me toward peace. I've walked long roads, carried burdens too heavy to name, but the God who leads me home persists. He reaches past fear, past regret, past every obstacle I thought insurmountable. Each step proves that life is not measured by perfection, but by the willingness to rise, to trust, and to follow His light. I'm not the same as I was when darkness ruled my nights. I rise again, guided by a hand that never falters, never tires, never leaves. Even when broken, I am held. Even when I doubt, I am carried. The God who leads me home carries me when I'm too weak to stand, guides me when the path is unclear, and steadies me when the night feels endless. Every step I take reminds me I am not alone, that love stronger than my fear holds me close through storms, through doubt, through nights I thought I'd never rise. I feel His guidance, I feel His presence, I feel my heart finding home again. And I rise stronger, wiser, certain that the God who leads me home will never let me stray.